Hello viewers. After my last video on social awareness, I'm back with SI, the social intelligence. Now that is an ability of a person to manage their relationships in society. And it's a very important tool for us to have the social intelligence. So quickly an overview, introduction, defining the concept, and then why is it needed or required, and what are the strategies and skills that we can use to improve our social intelligence. So let's move on to seeing who introduced it. So in 1920, Edward Thorndike, an American psychologist, introduced this concept, and he defines it as social intelligence is defined as a person's ability to have effective interpersonal relationships and to understand those relationships. So first of all, you have to have good relationships. And how can you have them? When you understand people, understand the relationships. With different people, we have different kinds of relationships. We wear many hats in our social profile. So you have to see where to fit in what. And that takes us to the social radar, which radar is a system for sensing the speed, direction and distance, etc. for aircrafts and ships. Similarly, in society, we have the social radar, where again you have to see how to interact with people. Where are you with them? How should you be moving forward? So that is the social radar which you need to understand. Then comes the social intelligence profile, the SIP. Now you all are aware with the other financial SIP, the systematic investment plan. Now social intelligence profile also is a systematic investment plan, but this is in terms of social relationships, interpersonal relationships. You need to understand that all people are different, and accordingly we have to adjust our communication and interaction with people. Now, social intelligence profile is a very powerful tool. It is firstly for self-understanding. Unless you understand yourself, you can't understand others. Then communicating more effectively. Now, communication, please understand, is the cornerstone of all our relationships. If you are able to convey well, you are a happy and rich person in terms of relationships. If you cannot communicate effectively, then you are in danger. We need to sell and persuade in our business, in our workplace, online, and with different kinds of people in our personal lives and social lives also. We need to persuade people to understand us, why we are talking about a certain thing and how we are planning the whys and hows and whats of anything that you want to convey to them. Working better in teams also happens when you are socially intelligent and a good communicator. Then you can work well without offending people. You understand how to, appreciate people and not just be doing fault finding and things like that. So work with better coordination when you have that social intelligence profile, which is very strong. Leading and managing, many of you are in leadership and management roles. So you need to understand how to direct people, how to manage them effectively. And this will help you to do that. Your personal relationships and counseling, there are so many conflicts arising in the kind of world in which we are living today, every day some or the other challenge or conflict is there, and we need to solve it. And to solve it effectively, again, you need to have your social radar or the SIP, which is very, very strong. Then you are able to understand the issues and solve them effectively. Next, we move on to the need. Now, to understand others, now you've understood yourself, now you have to understand others. For that, you need social intelligence to build strong, trustworthy relationships. Now, this is something very important in our lives, our personal relationships with people. So, they should be trustworthy, they should be strong, wherein people are there for you when you need them. To understand people's body language and intentions. Now, body language is a very important part of non-verbal communication, and it conveys a lot more than what the person is saying. People may lie also, but you should be able to look through them and understand that they are not telling you the truth. So all these pointers are there in non-verbal communication. To empathize and create an engaging environment. Now, when you have a strong social intelligence profile or the social radar, you are able to understand people's pain points. You are able to understand what they need and be able to solve their issues and problems effectively. That is why it is very important. And then to communicate effectively, you end up solving their problems. So these are the reasons why you need to be socially intelligent. And next we move on to the interpersonal skills, the 5 strategies as given here through the acronym SPACE. So situational radar, understand the context of a situation. You have to behave in a different manner with different people according to the situation. You have to change your manner of communication. Presence, your behavior sends a very strong message to people. It is very important that we not only speak in a dignified manner to people. When we hold a responsible position, it's very important what words we are using, what language we are using, and how are we communicating? How is our body language? Because people understand more through body language than what you're speaking, because you might be lying for all you know. And that comes to the third point, authenticity, playing straight. When you are a straightforward person, you will connect with people directly because they have no need to doubt. They can see it in you, in your body language, in your behavior, in your speech. And this is very important. Clarity is the 4th point, where you are able to send across your message loud and clear. People understand. A clear message has that kind of impact on people. They know that what you are speaking to them. And empathy is the skill of building connections with people. As I told you, know their pain points and solve their issues. Understand what the other people are going through. And this is very much important in today's context, in our country, in the world, at the workplace, at the academic institutions, everywhere. So have the space right, use these strategies. And then come the 5 principles for increasing your social IQ or social intelligence quotient. So apply street smarts to social smarts. So you have to know where to apply your skills and knowledge, uncover insights that solve a problem, maintain a consistent voice and message so that people trust you, Compel your readers to action. So your readers or audience or whoever to whom you are addressing should be able to take action because you have communicated very clearly and it is going to solve their issues. Create and maintain a clear strategy. Strategy and planning is very important to be successful in any kind of project or anything that we take up. And Daniel Goleman has rightly said about social intelligence, the new science of human relationships. You can't separate the cause of an emotion from the world of relationships. Our social interactions are what drive our emotions. So, we are emotional beings and our emotions are driven by our social interactions. If they are good, then we are happy and we move on in life with a spring in our step. If we don't have good interactions socially or our interpersonal relationships are not good, then we'll be sad and unhappy and we'll not be able to move ahead as we want to. So I end with the credit to Slides Carnival and thank you.